Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will be reviewing, I will be demoing and show you how I use the BK Beauty brushes. Now, I want to send a huge thank you to BK Beauty and Lisa J, who is the owner of BK Beauty, for sending me this beautiful brush set, and they sent me the whole 16-piece brush set, which I have right here, and I am so thankful. I can't even have enough words to thank the BK Beauty team and Lisa J for believing in me, for providing me this beautiful brush set that I can't wait to show you guys and review for you guys and demo and show you how each brush acts on the face. I created this full face with the BK Beauty brushes. Now, yeah, if you're new to my channel and love my channel, I would love for you to subscribe down below. It means so much to me. And let's get into the video. Now, like I said, Lisa J is the owner of BK Beauty, and these are her brushes. I love the aesthetic of them. I love the colors she chose. I'm wearing one of my favorite shirts, which is basically the same color as the brush handles, and the packaging is beautiful. It came in this box, and she had this beautiful card included in here. The team from BK Beauty, they reached out to me and they gifted me these brushes with no string attached. I don't need to do a video or anything. They were just kind enough to send me these brushes, and I truly appreciate that. And let's get into the video. So she has 8 face brushes and 8 eye brushes. So these are the face brushes. We're gonna go through this and each one of them, and I will let you know what each one of them does. But before we get started, I wanted to let you know that these are 100% cruelty free. They are vegan. The more consistent fibers that they have, it means less breakage. They have this luxurious feel about them. The performance is wonderful, as you'll see in my video. And the pickup is very superior, and the payoff is wonderful, as you can see on my face. So you will notice right away that the face brushes are in the 100s numbers and the eye brushes are in the 200s numbers, and each brush has a number at the end of the barrel. Now, I love that because sometimes companies put the name of the actual brush, such as highlighter brush, and someone who's new to makeup or to brushes, they think that I can only use this as a highlighter. When I use this brush, which is the 108 brush, for example, I'm giving you an example, I've used this as highlighter and also to set the under eye area with powder. So by her putting the numbers here, and I will give you the description of each number so you guys can know how she created these brushes, but this number is kind of to give you an idea and guide you. But keep in mind that these brushes, like any other brushes, they're universal and you can use them how you prefer and how you feel like it's a good fit for your face, for your makeup look that day. So let's start with the first brush. And the first brush is the 101 brush, which is one of everyone's favorite here on YouTube, and I have tried it on today. You can see the performance in the b-roll I'm attaching. Now, this 101 brush is the contoured foundation brush. This retails for $34, and it's the ultimate streak-free foundation brush to provide a natural looking flawless coverage from your favorite liquid or cream foundations. So keep in mind, this is good for liquid cream foundation. This brush looks very universal. I love to use this for foundation, as I've used it in the video, and I also can use this as a cream bronzer, fits perfectly in the cheek area here, or a cream blush. So keep in mind, it is called a foundation brush, but you can use it for multiple purposes. Now let's move on to brush number 102. And here is brush 102. It is a fluffy, big brush. The bristles are very soft. I love the ombre effect from the white to brown to light to like a grayish brown. All of them have the same design. this is considered to be the powder brush, and you'll see in my video how I powder my face with this. Now this is a large powder brush. It retails for $36, and it provides a sheer veil of powder application over the face with its fluffy, soft fibers. It applies loose or pressed powders with the most natural application. So in my video, I've used the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder, and you can see how beautiful and flawless my face looks with this brush. I love it. Number 103, here is the 103 brush. Now this again is fluffy compared to the powder brush, quite fluffy, but it looks a little bit more pinched at the top, as you can see. It's more pinched and comes upwards. This is more of a dome shape and a little bit longer. Now the 103 brush, I've used this as my bronzer, and this is considered a bronzer brush. This retails for $34, and it says to use the tip of the brush to apply your favorite bronzer or contour powders to achieve a natural application. So again, keep in mind, this is for powders, for powder bronzer or a powder contour, not cream, because of how fluffy, dense, and how tall this brush is. So I've used this to apply my Gucci bronzer, and it was so soft on the face. I just cannot believe it. I'm not used to having such luxurious soft brushes. It feels amazing. Okay, next brush I'm going to talk about is the 104 brush. So very similar to the 103 and 102. So to give you an idea, this is the 104 now. So this was the powder, this was the bronzer, and this is the blush. So this is kind of a combination in the middle of the other two. Now this 104 brush I used to apply my blush, and this is considered a tapered powder brush. It retails for $36, and the description says to use the tip of the brush to apply powder blush with precision. Use the side of the brush to dust a bit of bronzer or contour products around the face, or you can set your foundation focusing on the center of your face with the smaller alternative to the large powder brush. So this is so versatile. I used it for applying powder blush for the Patrick Ta blush duo, and for the cream blush I've just used my regular sponge, but this is what I've used to apply my powder, and it looks beautiful. It applied the powder so easy, so soft, no fallout. It just kind of melted into the skin the minute I've applied it with the tip of the brush. Look how beautiful. It just blended everything. There's no patchiness, nothing. I love this brush. Now here is the 105 brush. This is a big brush. I haven't used this one today, but you can see how big and dense it is. It's not as tall as the other ones, but it's quite big at the bottom and more dense at the top. This retails for $38, and this is a large, round, dense brush, and is the perfect for face or body for buffing product into the skin. So I guess you can use this for powder, liquid, and cream products. And it effortlessly blends product into the skin with this large surface brush. It's good that you can use it for powder and for creams. I would use this either to apply a powder foundation, or you can use this to apply a cream foundation, and if needed you can also bring it downwards on your neck and body because of the large tip that it has right here. So this is the 105 brush. Now here is the 106 brush. Again, I did not use this one because I've used the other foundation brush. The 106 retails for $44, and this is a round foundation brush. So you can see that it is smaller and it's more dense at the top. The bristles again are very, very soft, but it's more dense, allowing you to apply your cream foundation very easily, very smooth on the face. Now this is a rounded dome brush, and it's perfect for applying your liquid or your cream foundations or any other complexion product. So it's called a round foundation brush, but this is also good to apply your cream bronzer or your cream blush. I love how versatile they all are. They do have a name, but in the description it tells you that you can use it for all these other things on your face. The size allows it to multitask as a great tool for blending concealer under the eyes and blending out cream blush or building coverage from your favorite foundation. So you can use it to conceal. I think this would be a bit too big for me to use under the eye area to conceal, but I would probably use this for a cream blush or contour or a cream bronzer if I don't use it for foundation. But I think for foundation I've already found my 101 brush, which this is perfect for my foundation. So next one is the 107 brush. Now the 107 brush, again, it has this dome but more of a flat top. You can see it's quite big. Now this is considered a multi-purpose brush. Now you can use this for blending out your blush on your face or for contour purposes. I would probably use this for contouring because of the dome shape and the shape of this brush, and you can also use it for a very precise blush application. You need to be precise with your blush. This works wonderful. So again, a very multitasking brush. I love it. Now here is the 108 brush. I've used this in my video twice. So like I said, the 108 brush, this retails for $39, and the name of the brush is called a precision powder brush. Now this I've used under my eyes, as you can see in the video, to apply my under eye powder, and I've also used it to highlight my cheeks. So I love that it's versatile that way. It says it's the perfect size and shape for setting your under eye concealer, so you can use it for concealer as well. I've used my LYS concealer, which I've used it off camera, and I just blended it with my sponge, but I did set the concealer with this brush. And you can also use it for setting powder only where needed. Because of being more small, it's perfect to get into the smaller areas on your face. It's an ideal brush for dusting highlight where the light naturally hits your face. So I've also used it for highlighting my cheeks. Now this, where all of the face products, as you realize, they all start with 101, 102, and so on to 108. And now we're going to move on to the 8 brushes that are for eyes. So let's start with 201. Now the eye brushes start with the number 2. They're in the 200s. Now here is the 201 brush. The 201 brush, this is the Blended Crease brush, and this retails for $23. This provides a halo of color throughout the crease with this fluffy rounded brush tip, and it picks up powder and deposits it like no other fluffy crease brush you have tried. It just gives it a very soft and blended finish. Now I have noticed that using these eye brushes on a palette that has had a fallout in the past, especially using dark shadows, I've noticed that with these brushes, there's no fallout. It picks the product up into those bristles and it applies them on the eye without letting them fall on your face. It's just amazing. So this is the 201 brush. So here is the 202 brush. This is probably one of my favorites. Again, compared to the 201, it's fluffy, but not as fan-like as the 201. The 201 is more fan-like, and this is the 202, which is more domed. Now this retails for $21, and it's called a Defined Crease brush. So I've used this to apply product in my crease. It blended the product beautifully. Like I said, there's no fallout, there's no patchiness. The bristles are very soft on the eye, which I have to get used to it. I've never had such soft brushes, and this creates more definition and precision being a defined crease brush. use the tip to pick up eyeshadow and you apply it in the outer corners of the eye, or you blend it into the crease. And the tapered tip will provide more precision yet blend out the edges. So it's good to apply the product in the outer corner or in the crease of your eye and blend everything together. This is a beautiful brush. Now here's another beautiful brush. This is the 203 brush. You notice that the top is more flat, very dense and flat. And how I used this brush, as you see in the video, I've applied all the dark shadow from the outer corner all over the eyelid up to the middle corner, out to the middle of my eye. And this is called a shader brush, and this retails for $23. Now this brush, you can apply the makeup the way I did, or you can focus with dark shadows in outer corners, or you can also create a halo look by applying the dark shadow outer corner and in the inner corner of your eye. This has a very soft, flat brush that fits perfectly in the inner corner and outer corner of your eye. And this brush mimics your fingertip, but with more precision. It picks up and packs on your product like a dream, and it's best used on your lid for creating the most impactful payoff. I love to use this with dark shades and apply them to my eyelid, and there's absolutely no fallout at all. Now here is brush 204. I've tried to use as many brushes as possible in the video so you guys can see how they work. Now the 204 brush, you can see again is more of a flat tip and also more shorter, more dense. The 204 brush is a very good smudger brush. That's how I used it. I smudged underneath my eye area. This is considered a Smudge It brush. This retails for $20, and it says to turn your eyeshadow into a smoky eyeliner using this brush. It is pretty firm, it's dense shaped, and it will pick up your eyeshadow and apply it so smoothly. It blends beautiful, there's no fallout with it, and it mimics an eyeliner. So you can also use this brush to smudge out any kohl or cream liners. Keep that in mind, not liquid liners, cream liners or eyeshadow. Love this brush. Now brush 205, I did not use in my video. This is what this one looks like. And it's more of a blending brush, flat with a little bit of a dent in here, like it goes from smaller to bigger. Now this is called the Contoured Shader Brush and retails for $23. Now this brush was made to highlight the brow bone. Good idea. So I could have used it to highlight the brow bone right here. And its contoured edge hugs the eyebrow perfectly, creating the perfect highlight without layering into the brow hair. So should we give it a try? So since I didn't highlight my brow bone, let's give it a try now. I'm going to use the Dior palette and I'm going to dip into this light one and look at that. That looks beautiful. That is right. It fits underneath perfectly. You don't even have to. I normally use a kind of a small pencil brush underneath there, but you actually don't have to because this mimics the shape of your eyebrow, no matter what type of eyebrow you have. So easy to just apply this. This looks beautiful. Wow, I love it. Moving on to, I actually love this brush, 206. Again, I did not use this in my video. This is more of a fluffy, more of a longer, flatter brush. And this is called the Blending Shader Brush. This retails for $23, and it's an all-over shader brush that can double as a blending brush or for those quick makeup days because it's more longer, fluffy. You can cover more area on your eye, so you can quickly do your eye with just one shadow, blending all over eyelid, and you're good to go. This is considered a perfect brush for traveling because all you need is this brush. It does a lot of things, and it's probably like 3 brushes in one. It's flat, you can use it to do your under eye area. It's more flat, you can use it all over the eyelid, and it has that fluffy bristles that you can use it for blending. So this is perfect brush for a minimalistic person. I love it. And we're coming down to the last two. This is 207 brush. And the 207 brush, I've used it. It's more like a pencil brush. So you can use this in so many ways. Here are some ideas. The way I used it to kind of contour my crease line so that I can use the blending one and blending outwards. But it's mostly used as a pencil brush to apply product here, which I've applied the product here with this brush as well. And the other way you can use it is you can use it to highlight your inner corner, or you can use it to highlight your brow bone. But now I'm gonna use the other one to highlight my brow bone because I love how it just fits around my eyebrow bone very nicely. Oh, the sun is hitting because I'm using just some lights on the side here, but I'm using some light from the window so you can see everything in regular light. But yeah, this is the 207 pencil brush. This retails for $21. Now, and here is the cutest one out of them all, brush 208. I have not used this one today. It's very small, very thin. It is one of those brushes that you can either define your brow bone, or you can use it to create a winged liner with a gel crayon or eyeshadow. Now this is called the Precision Angled Brush, and this retails for, that was Kona, and this retails for $20. This 208 brush makes a winged liner a piece of cake. Its detailed and shape will do all the work for you. I love it. Let me show you the tip here. But I love it. That is very thin and very small and dense, not too hard, not too soft, because I've used some of this before from other brands, and it's either too thick at the top and the liner looks too thick. It's not very precise, but this one feels like even the handle, everything very precise to create a winged liner. You can use it with shadow, gel liner, or a kohl pencil. And the precise angled brush takes out the intimidation in a winged liner and also doubles as a brow filler pencil. So you can fill in your brows with this as well. So this is the final brush in this collection. So again, we have 8 beautiful brushes for your eyes. Oh, these are so heavy. And 8 beautiful brushes for your face. So the whole 16 set collection was sent to me. I love everything about these brushes. I recommend them. Make sure you use code ILINKA10 to get 10% off. Again, keep in mind it's an affiliate link. I'm going to have it down below. But you can also buy these brushes individual. Like I gave you all of the prices. You can buy them in different sets, or this is the full 16 set that they have on the website, which they were kind enough to send to me. But like I said, you can just go ahead and buy whatever you think you use the most. Now here are some of the products that I'll probably use the most. This is the 101 brush, so you can buy this individually if you want. You can use this for your foundation, cream bronzer, cream blush. I love this 108 brush because you can use this as a highlighter and as a powder underneath your eye. And I also love the 104 brush. I love to use this as applying my powdered blush. So those are probably the main 3 blushes that I will be using on a daily basis. And I probably am going to use the 106 brush. You can apply foundation, or I can apply a cream blush with this one. So those are my 4 I recommend for your face that you can get. I'm obviously very thankful to have the other 4 because I will be using them as well. Now for eyes, what you need is probably the 207, which is applying, smoking out your under eye area. You will need the 202, which is this perfect for blending. You will probably need the 204, which is perfect for smudging your under eye area. I would love the 203, which is good to apply dark shadow all over the eyelid. And now I'm really obsessed with the 205, which is great to applying highlight underneath your brow bone. So those are probably my main that I recommend. Of course, I'm happy to have the other 3 in here, but this is probably what you'll be using the most. And I'm going to link all this information down below with how much each brush costs. I'm going to have it all on the screen for you guys. So everything will be in the description. Again, if you would like to purchase through my link, I would truly appreciate it. It will help me and my channel out so much to grow even bigger. And remember, it's code ILINKA10 to save 10% off. So yeah, if you're new to my channel and enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe down below, like this video, comment down below what you think of these brushes, and I wish you all a wonderful day. Always remember to be yourself, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.